If you've ever tangled with weeds in your garden and lost, this one's for you. Today, Garden Dad is breaking down his favorite weed whacker, from how it works to how to restring it, and even the setup that keeps everything charged and ready to go. No fuss, no complicated tools, just simple tips from my dad that'll save you time and your sanity this summer. Let's get into it.
Again, my next project's going to be to weed the squash bed and to weed whack, use the grass trimmer on the big weeds in between the hills. So I'm up in the garage because I want to show you my beloved 40-volt Black & Decker weed whacker that I just love, and how I have a battery charging station set up. I cobbled up a scrap 2x4 that I nailed or screwed in along some of these studs. Got a piece of plywood here. And I've got the charger set up on this piece of plywood connected to a power strip. Now, the green light's not flashing, so that means they are all charged. And when they're done charging, I turn off the power strip because these batteries can cause a lithium fire. In general, lithium batteries are bad. You hear about these electric bikes that catch on fire. So I only keep them on long enough to get these things charged, and then I turn it off. And then I have a little section, high-tech sign, fully charged area, so when somebody needs a battery, they can come over here and get a fully charged battery. This is the blower attachment, the blower that comes with this set. So it's kind of nice. You can just blow off the grass in your driveway if you need to. So this is the weed whacker. It's pretty beat up, kind of a side view. There's a little dial here that lets you set the power of how strong, how much battery you want to use, how much power you want in your weed whacking. There's a little safety, there's a little button here that you have to press in as you pull the trigger. It's kind of like a safety switch, so nobody really can just pull the trigger and start it up. And then the battery, which is probably my biggest complaint, there's a little slider here. And sometimes I have trouble getting it attached in. Well, maybe it's fortuitous. That's one of the first times it was gone in that easily. But this is the battery, and the batteries have a little button you could press that'll show you how much charge is left. You see there's four green lights on that. Then underneath is the actual stringer. I've got this strung up, but I'm going to kind of show you how you get it out. There's two orange tabs. Here's one of them. I'm going to push the orange tabs in, and then this orange top comes off. There's a little spring, and then here's a string, and you buy these replacement strings, and it just comes out one side. I'm going to put the string in this little hole. You really can't see it. And then I'm going to slide the spool over this cylinder piece. I got to line these. There's some little tabs that I have to kind of line up. And then the tabs of the cover will go over, and it's ready to go. And this thing will automatically feed as it runs through a wire. It'll automatically feed. So when I go out, when I'm going to do a lot of work, I'll usually put an extra spool in my pocket, and I'll bring an extra battery because the battery will run out when I'm going. The batteries last maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'll bring another battery with me. Okay, so we're going to start weed whacking. Always use eye protection. Be careful, stuff kicks up. I wear long sleeves and long pants. In general, I wear long sleeves and long pants when I garden. hopefully you get the idea. Much easier than picking this stuff up by hand. I will be kneeling down and getting the weeds up by hand around the squash themselves. Spent about 45 minutes to an hour, and I essentially took a triangle hoe and I hoed around each of these hills of squash, and I hand weeded around them. So you could see they're pretty clean. Or some of the hills, we didn't get any germination. So I just planted some more seeds, and we'll have a staggered planting, a staggered harvest, which is fine by me. So we didn't get some germination. Maybe I planted them too deep. I don't know. Maybe they're going to germinate. We're going to have 1 million plants coming out of this, but essentially that's what happened. I weed whacked the bed in between all the hills, and you could see it's kind of clean. The weeds will be back, and then I'll be back there with my favorite tool, actually probably my second favorite tool, the weed whacker. First favorite tool is probably a pizza cutter. Maybe it's a tie between the pizza cutter and the Cuisinart. Okay, so I'm back in the barn, putting my tools away, cooling off a little bit. But that's it for now. We got the squash weeded. I hope you have a good time with your gardening adventures. And get out there, take a look at your squash, take a look at your other plants, see if you can get them weeded if you need to. And in the meantime, smile at everybody, be kind to everybody, and have a great day every day.